guys, this is my 2023 Hyundai Elantra N. I picked it up about 3 weeks ago and this thing is amazing. I did trade it in for my 2022 Tesla Model 3. I'll tell you why I did that when I take this Elantra on a POV test drive. This N is finished in ceramic white, and I think this ceramic white looks amazing. And overall, this Elantra just looks nice and sharp. Brakes are amazing, suspension is perfect. Every single thing about this Elantra is perfect. I think Hyundai did a great job with the design, the engine, the brakes, the transmission. My favorite part is this 8-speed DCT transmission, and I really love the exhaust setup on this Elantra N. By the way, this car is completely stock. I did not do anything to this Elantra, and I'm not sure if I'm going to, but let's go ahead and take it on a POV test drive and tell you what I think about this Elantra N. Alright, so here's the interior of this 2023 Hyundai Elantra, and this thing sounds amazing. As you guys heard, this thing is so fun to drive. I didn't want to make a video because I wanted to break this car in so I could do full throttle accelerations for you guys. So now I have about 1700 miles on the car. I do drive a lot, but this car been really fun. This thing is amazing. Suspension setup is amazing, exhaust is good, this 2.0 turbocharged is perfect. I think I really love every single thing about this car. The seats are comfortable, but they're very supportive. I love those bucket seats. So Hyundai, you did a great job. There's a few things I don't like about this Elantra. This thing right here, not a big fan of it. I think Hyundai should get rid of it. Every single person that gets with me in the car, they complain and they ask, what is this? So I don't like that. And the other two things, it doesn't have brake hold and adaptive cruise control. Brake hold is on the SEL convenience package that I reviewed a few days ago, but this Elantra N does not have brake hold, so I really wish it did. Anyways, let's go ahead and take this Elantra N on a drive. Backup camera is very good, nice and clear. It is nice and wide. There is rear cross traffic, which is of course good. Steering wheel is wrapped in leather, and this thing is seriously fun to drive. It's been very cold the past few days. It's about 40 degrees outside, and those summer tires are not really the best in this weather. So this Elantra has the Michelin Pilot Sport 4S. They are summer tires, and they're nice and grippy in the cold weather, in the rain, but in the snow they are extremely bad, and that's expected. Those are summer tires. But yeah, those summer tires are alright. I'm gonna be changing them. I'm gonna be getting all-season tires on this Elantra. For this New England weather, you definitely need all-season tires. Anyways guys, as I said, I did have this car for 3 weeks now, and it's been a joy to drive. This thing is amazing. It does have 3 drive modes: eco, normal, and sport. And when you put this car in N mode, which I have customized right here, it's super fun. And honestly, I think this exhaust is probably the best sounding stock exhaust I ever heard. Mercedes-Benz has a very nice sounding exhaust on their AMGs, like the CLA 35. It does have a very nice exhaust and engine and transmission, but they're expensive. They're about 55,000, 45,000, 50,000. This thing I picked it up for 34,000. I got a really good deal. I actually got it under MSRP, and I did trade in my Tesla for this Elantra N. So it's been so fun driving this car, and I really love the interior of this car. There's two 10.25-inch screens, gauge changes when you change the drive modes, when you put it in sport and in the N setting, the exhaust valves open up, and I really love the suspension setup on this Elantra N. So it does have electronically controlled suspension. It changes when you change the drive mode, and it becomes very stiff when it's in N mode or N custom mode. But when you put it in normal mode, it just becomes very comfortable, and it sounds like a normal 2.0. Truly impressed with the engine, the transmission, the exhaust, the suspension. Every single thing is perfect about this Elantra N. I did drive the old Honda Civic Type R, and I was not impressed with it. But this Elantra is cheaper, better, sounds so good. The sound from the exhaust is just so good. And this thing pulls very, very hard. Alright, so let's go ahead and talk about the engine, because this 2.0 turbocharged 4-cylinder engine is amazing. Produces 276 horsepower and 289 pound-feet of torque. If you guys click this red button, it will add 10 extra horsepower, but honestly, when you click this button, it feels like it adds a ton of power to this Elantra. So, such a beautiful sedan, nice and spacious. It has way more room than my Tesla Model 3, and comfortable. The handling on this is just insane. It feels like it's on rails. It's such a beautiful, controlling, confident car. I really love what Hyundai did. This thing is very fun to drive. As I told you guys, the suspension gets very stiff in N mode. I do have it set on N custom mode. The steering wheel was very heavy in N mode, so I changed it and I did dial the setting down a tiny bit. And I did turn on the traction control, because when the traction control is completely off, the front wheels just keep spinning, and that's something I really miss about my Tesla Model 3. It had all-wheel drive, and every single time it just moved. With this, the wheels spin and the car just basically goes all over the place, because it is a front-wheel drive and it does have summer tires. They're not grippy, so that's something that I really miss about my Tesla Model 3. The instant torque, the all-wheel drive, and yeah. But with this, it's front-wheel drive, and I really don't like it. So once you go all-wheel drive and you go back to a front-wheel drive car, you're going to hate that about a front-wheel drive. But such a beautiful sedan. 10.25-inch screen, does have Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, but it doesn't have wireless CarPlay. On the smaller screens like the SE, SEL, they will have Apple CarPlay, wireless Apple CarPlay, but this one has wired CarPlay. I'm not sure why Hyundai does it this way. Seriously, the exhaust setup on this Elantra is just so good. This car is not even tuned, 100% stock, and it sounds like this. And this car will definitely put a smile on your face. Did get tail happy on me, but so controlling, so good. Confident, controlling, handles amazing. There is no body lean at all. So, this Hyundai Elantra N has all the nice safety features. So, something that I really miss about my Tesla is the adaptive cruise control. This one has lane keeping assist, steering assist, but my Tesla had adaptive cruise control, and a lot of cars have adaptive cruise control, but I'm not sure why Hyundai did not add adaptive cruise control to this Elantra N. The SEL Elantra convenience package has adaptive cruise control, but this one doesn't, and there's a $10,000 gap between the two. So I think that Hyundai should have added adaptive cruise control to this Elantra N. And it does have steering assist, which is nice, rear cross traffic, blind spot monitoring system, and has all the nice safety features except the adaptive cruise control. So this Elantra N was a very good choice, and I really love this thing. Seriously, it's amazing. It gets good MPGs. I am averaging 25 miles per hour right now on this drive. So if you drive this thing slow, you're gonna get good MPGs. If you push it, which I always do, and I always keep it on the N mode, you're going to get around 18, 19 miles per gallon. But seriously, this thing is so fun to drive. And this thing is extremely light. I think it's around 3,200 pounds if I'm not mistaken. So I looked into buying a Honda Civic Type R and Honda Civic SI. The SI was being sold over MSRP sticker by $5,000 to $10,000, and I really hated that. This thing is very controlling. Brakes are extremely good, and this is just a fun car to drive. Beautiful system, very smooth. It has ambient lights. Climate controls are very easy to use. Driving this Elantra N in N mode all the time is the way to go. Even driving this car in N mode slow is very fun. So I really love keeping this car on N mode all the time. Sometimes the steering assist and the lane keeping assist are aggressive. I never done a launch control in this Elantra, and honestly the only reason is because the weather is very cold and I'm gonna get a ton of wheel spin, and I'm not exactly sure how to exactly do it, but from what I heard, you have to put it in manual mode, you have to turn off the traction control, and then you have to brake boost it, but you have to do it very quick, and that's how you activate launch control. Pops and crackles are just so good from this Elantra. And as I said, guys, the suspension is extremely stiff. So, as I said, guys, this transmission is very, very quick, responsive, and I just love this 8-speed DCT transmission. There is a wireless phone charger right here, 2 USBs, 112 volt. This Elantra N has heated seats. Beautiful 10.25-inch screen. As I said, it does have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, but they are wired on this Elantra N. If you guys get the smaller screens on the Elantra, you're going to get wireless CarPlay. Beautiful 10.25-inch screen. Changes, so the cluster display changes, and when you put it in sport mode and N mode, the exhaust valve opens up. Traction control, the lane keeping assist, and brightness control. And yeah, overall it's such a beautiful car. I love the fact that there's a traditional handbrake, 2 cup holders, there's a small tiny cup holder right here, and there's a good amount of space inside. This is nice and soft. I love the seats. As I said, they're nice and supportive, so cornering with this car is just amazing. And with the N mode, you could change a few things. So if you go to this menu right here, you could customize the engine, steering, suspension, transmission, the limited slip differential, the traction control, and the exhaust sound. And as I said, it does have a launch control. So very nice, a lot of customization. That's what I like about this N. And yeah, it is a truly amazing car, and the price is very good. This exhaust is so good. This car is very controlling, very confident. And if you hold down the downshift paddle shifter, it will drop the transmission to the lowest gear to give you the highest RPM possible. Such a beautiful machine. The brakes are good, the engine is amazing, the exhaust sounds amazing, and suspension is perfect. And this thing sounds very loud from the outside. It's not only the inside. And as I said, I just love the fact that there is so much customization in this Elantra N. The steering has a perfect feel to it, nice and direct, nice and light, very precise, and it's such a beautiful car. And the price is just so good, $35,000 with destination. If you need a stock car that sounds good, that has adjustable suspension, that has an amazing transmission, I think this is the only car on the market that has that. So truly impressed with what Hyundai did. Seriously, they killed it, and the Honda Civic Type R is not even close to this Elantra N. I didn't get to drive the new Type R, so I don't know, but this Elantra N is seriously amazing. And as I said, I love driving this thing in N mode. And as I said, guys, this Elantra N has all the nice safety features: rear cross traffic, blind spot monitoring system, steering assist, lane keeping assist, emergency braking, but it's only missing the adaptive cruise control, and I think it should have been standard. Paddle shifters look amazing. Steering wheel is wrapped in leather. It is nice and thick. The design of those two screens just looks very, very good. The seats are comfortable. Anything more than 45 minutes, you're going to feel your lower back. So I would say close to an hour, they're not that comfortable, but I think they're very good seats. They hug you in place. They have a very nice design to them, and I love the fact that they say N on them. So truly impressed. They're finished in leather and suede, and this Elantra N is seriously amazing. Sounds good, so fun to drive, very controlling, very confident. I'm definitely going to be changing those summer tires because I don't like the amount of spin from those tires. But truly impressed with what Hyundai did, and I'm very happy with my purchase. And as I said, the Honda Civic Type R is extremely expensive. The new one is being sold for like 70,000-80,000. The Honda Civic Si, I wanted to buy one so bad, but dealerships were selling them for 5,000 to 10,000 over MSRP, which is insane for a Honda Civic Si. Then I looked at this Elantra, and I decided to see if I can buy one. And the day that I went to the dealership, they literally had one delivered half an hour before I came. So I was very lucky with my purchase. I got a good price on it. I got it for under MSRP, and I'm so happy that I chose the Elantra N. It is such a beautiful car, and it sucks going to gas since I had a Tesla before this, but honestly this thing is seriously fun, and I don't care about paying for gas because this thing is just very, very fun. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this POV test drive of this 2023 Hyundai Elantra N. I'm going to be making another video just like this, but I'm going to be talking about the Tesla and this, the differences between both cars. I know they're completely different, but I'm going to be comparing them because my previous car was a Tesla and now I own this. So I want to talk about the differences, the things I like, the things I don't like. So yeah, stay tuned for that video. I'll be uploading it soon. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, please like and subscribe because it does help a lot. And as always, I'll see you next time.